on the way to Freya's to be like, yo, bitch. My son, things are happening. It's not looking so good right about now.
He's not the wellest.
Yeah, he's not doing,
He's
so
the
good.
illest. Did you ever get into that, it's not sick, it's ill? Or I'm not sick, I'm ill? I hated people that did that.
No, because that was, like, Lil Wayne started that shit, and he started getting, like, super duper big, like, modern big, when I was in, like, the end of my senior year, so I mercifully missed that fad.
It was very annoying.
I had the, Mike Jones. People be like, who Mike Jones? Who Mike Jones? Through the hallways randomly, all day. Why? People be like, ugh, I think I'd be pretty cool if I yelled this thing that annoys everyone. I think I told you I had my freshman math teacher's name was Mrs. Jones, and one of those guys was in the class who'd be like, who, Miss Jones? But she was one of those teachers who wanted to be hip, so she'd be like, that's me! And we're like, nobody wants this to happen.
Grimace.
Yeah. I, not surprisingly, spent the entirety of that class with my hoodie on and my headphones in with my hair in front of it, pretending to write notes when really I was just drawing. I hated math. Like, I'd say for the first semester, I gave that class my all, and it was like pre-algebra. It's not like it was that hard. I really gave it my all, and I still was failing.
Oh, he's so concerned.
He's really concerned. He's got that, like, nervous dad pace.
I mean, not to bring up Dawson's Creek, but he's really pacey.
Oh, fuck. Fuck Joey from that show. She's a bitch.
I guess.
You watched Dawson's Creek, didn't you?
Enough of it to know who Joey is.
That's girl. There's basically Dawson, Joey, and Pacey.
Oh,
Boy, boy, and girl. What is her name? It's the chick who married Tom Cruise. She's like, nobody's home. Remember, you hate me, you bitch.
I don't want your Girl Scout cookies.
I'm a guy, go away.
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Samoas.
I like Samoas and Tagalongs almost equally.
I know someone who is convinced that they're samosas, and I'm like, they're not. Samosas are like a chocolate, like, wrapped treat. And they're like, yeah, the cookies, samosas. I'm like...
Oh, I think a samosa is the Indian...
That yeah, that too, yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never had
but
a
yeah, it's like...
chocolate samosa.
But it's a treat. And it's... They're like, yeah, I love ordering boxes of samosas.
No, like, yes, I can see how it would be a treat, but in my world, samosas are very savory. There's potatoes and peas and chicken.
True.
But I can see there being a dessert samosa, and that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
As we talk about this over a dying child.
So we're like, he's dying, but how good would a samosa be right now?
No
would like
magic
a
in
samosa.
all the 9 realms can
Maybe I should learn how to make some samosas.
As for the dead,
Wait, what?
I should learn how to make samosas.
I believe... Oh, no. I have a cookbook that has a recipe for it. I'm not sure which one, but I think that'd be a good, like, have that with our dinner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have, like, 1 or 2 of those in our dinner.
Have like 7 or 8 of those.
Yeah, make that the dinner.
before doesn't matter.
Drizzle some of that sauce over it.
This boy is not your past, he is your son.
He's your son. He's your son.
Yes, don't worry about your past. Look to your future.
This rune opens the bridge to Helheim.
Oh, going to
Do not
Helheim.
under any
I like that she's
circumstances
literally
cross the dead.
telling him to go to hell and giving him the keys.
Yeah, she's like, here, listen, I need you to go check on Hell. Here's the keys. Feed the dog. Whatever you do, don't go in the back bedroom. There's no way out.
Do whatever you need to do.
One way in, no way out.
The bridge keeper's heart.
The bridge keeper's heart.
Which, how sad.
Huh?
How sad.
Yeah.
Bridge keeper's just trying to keep a bridge.
And not only that, that's like a major role in Hell. It's not like it's like one of the guards.
Last we spoke, I was
No.
Yeah.
It's all good. Everything's
I
fine.
like that this is her, like, rebonding moment with him. Where she's like, it's cool. Shit happens. I get why you don't like the gods. I know about you.
Right. Well, also, this is important later on in the story.
Oh, the mother's promise?
Yes.
Yeah. I know what it is. That's what ruined the game for me.
But there's so many things.
Use Freya's boat to return home. Alright.
I do enjoy that her boat's like
It's
out,
pretty,
yeah.
yeah. She's got a fancy one.
Must.
like
Leave me be.
She's like, here's my flower boat.
my float.
Float. It is a float. It does float. Oh, oh.
Seems that Thor is a bit angry.
Yeah, Thor doesn't seem terribly pleased with what has happened.
Oh,
Also,
little-
I like that this is a magic boat that he just kind of has to hang out in.
Right.
Do you think that he's finally like, God, thank God I don't have to row for like 2 seconds?
Well, he's
Though I
thinking
imagine it
about
would take his mind off of it a little bit, huh?
I don't think rowing takes your mind off of anything. I think rowing puts your mind into a flow.
It really
whatever
gets
you're
you in
thinking
there.
of. Yeah. Hello, dear.
That deer's like, oh fuck, oh it's Romeo and Buddy last night. Shit!
We did have quite the storm.
We had a huge storm, and for the first time ever, my dogs were scared of it. They're never scared of storms.
Maybe it was the devil's storm.
Maybe. And my
No.
dad went camping on it. I can't wait for him to be like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was just a light drizzle.
A light drizzle.
La drizzle.
Is how you should reply.
A light drizzle. Oh, well.
Look at that tit.
She's like, hey bitch, you remember me from the other games? It's me. Athena? Is it Athena? Yeah.
Yeah.
Athena.
Yeah, well, I guess I could have answered that question a second.
You coulda.
Athena, fuck off. I'm not into this right now.
What was the other game that we were playing? It was a long time ago, but every time you asked a question, it would be answered within 5 seconds by the game.
Oh, I don't know, but I remember that happening.
It was intense. I like how she looks.
I do too. She looks Grecian.
Yeah, marbly.
Yeah, she looks like Grecian marble. Oh, poof. Like that she's like, shit's happening, and I know what you're gonna do right about now.
Right about.
Dear, get out of here, all of you. Fuck.
Well, it's their home.
It's also kind of a thing, because the deer are Athena's animals? No, they're Artemis animals. Never mind.
You silly.
Dumb me. Stupid, dumb idiot.
My word.
Those deer are like, get off the river. There's a lightning storm. You know you shouldn't be in water when there's lightning.
Can you imagine if, like, in every video game,
Mhm.
there was, like, a law that said old Greg had to be in it?
Just somewhere. Like, just quietly you'll hear, like, Mulgrave.
Mo
Just as you're, like,
Greg.
going through the river, he's right in those reeds.
There'll be, like, instead of in their house, all those, what are the buckets of the things in their house? Lentils. Instead of
lentils.
it's just Baileys
I like Bailey's.
in a shoe.
Boy, that's an old video.
It is. It's such a good
I think
video,
that's
though.
from, like, 2003, 2004. Like, it's old.
But, like, comedy gold. And
It is comedy
Why does
gold.
that hold up?
It holds up, but here's the thing. It holds up to everyone who saw it before. I tried to show it to someone who didn't watch it when it came out, and they're like, this is fucking weird. I don't like it.
It also holds up if you watch it a lot, or people keep showing it to you. It's like, oh, check this thing out that I just saw, and you see it 18 times.
My sister.
You get real.
Oh, fuck you.
Hello.
Punch his lights out. There you go.
Anyway, it gets really old.
Yeah.
I knew people who liked it at first, and were like, I just can't stand it anymore because,
Like Sexy Saxophone Sax Man. That's another one.
like the one that plays Careless Whispers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do enjoy him though.
He's good, but at the time, I just saw him so much.
I think I told you about the time that I went to a bar and they had one of those jukeboxes you could,
Yes.
like, you can download an app on your phone.
Yep.
So we played Careless Whispers, I think, no less than 20 times. And we found different remixes of it, so people would think that it was a new song.
It'd be like, they're like, damn it!
And this fucking bro that was there with his harem was just enraged. He was so mad. Like, he went to the bar, and like it was me and my friends, and we'd gone to this bar several times. Like, we were friends with the barkeep, and she was on our side. So he went to the bar. I was like, "Can you please do something about this? Like, you have a remote, blah blah blah." And she's like, "No,
She's like,
they paid for it."
it's whatever they paid for. Listen, this is just how it goes.
And he was not happy.
Oh.
Then he, as soon as he could, because he downloaded the app and put like $40 in to play.
It wasn't like a rock song.
It was Pitbull. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat that one. He was
Mr. Worldwide.
He was very upset because he wasn't able to listen to his Pitbull.
Oh, this is importante.
It is muy importante.
This is why Athena came back, because his mind was on something old school. It's something that you thought he might have just maybe packed in a bag or something and brought with him, so he didn't have to make this trip back.
Well, I don't think that he expected to.
He expected to climb a mountain, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He's like, we'll come back for the lentils, don't worry.
The Baileys.
Ooh, what's that? It's a thing.
Interesting that his boy was down there when he was hiding from whomever, and didn't think to.
I think he was pretty scared of what was happening.
Rummage. I would rummage.
Would you?
Oh yeah, I'm a rummager.
Especially since it wasn't like he pushed it deep into the wood. It was kind of sticking out in like a nice Grecian cloth.
Before that happened, he told him never to go down into that hole.
True.
And when he told him to do that, he was like, and he's like, no, get in there.
Oh, yeah. It's those old blades.
The old blades.
Those blades are cracked from having beaten in the skulls of gods. They've been through.
During a wartime.
He's like, my babies.
My babies.
Yes.
He's shaking.
He's like,
so
I'm
excited.
Ready to fuck shit up again.
I remember when I got these, and you had.
There she is.
Yeah. And you hadn't quite gotten here, but you started a new game or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so sad because I couldn't show them to you.
Oh,
Anytime I
yeah.
would pause, I'd have to pause like on another screen.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'd be like, "Can you get some water?" And you're like, "Fuck!"
Did you ever see
See what?
them on my game?
No. No, I don't want things ruined for me. Like, anytime you're like, "Don't look," I'm not gonna look. I don't want things ruined.
God, you look creepy, Athena.
And she is pretty creepy. Yeah, look at those bad boys. Now you can fight ice monsters with more than just your fist.
My fists.
But I
My
am
fists.
your monster no longer.
Fucking bummer drummer.
I was thinking with Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, yeah? Eh, they're also kind of a bummer drummer. Fuck you, bitch. She's like, alright, here we are. Alright, fuck them up. Let's finish this episode with you just wrecking shop. Do these weapons stay as powerful in this game as they are in this very moment?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Because, like, it's such a breath of fresh air to not have an axe and to have long range.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the axe is long range.
Yeah, but it's one-way long range, and then you have to pull it back. Like, this is an endless flurry of long range.
A nice AoE. Oh.
Ooh.
You like that?
He's got some real DPS going.
Oh, next episode you should talk about your DPS story.
Yeah, next episode. Well, let's finish these guys off. You know, I can tell it real quick.
Okay.
We're playing, early on when I was playing Overwatch, I was trying out Mercy, and I wasn't very good at her healing yet because I didn't get flying and swooping to people. I like them on your screen. I wasn't very good at it yet, and so I was using Mercy's gun and playing with our friends Nana and Hayden. And Hayden kept screaming at me, "We don't need a DPS," over and over. He was like, "Don't be DPS! We don't need a DPS! Allison, stop being DPS!" And I just yelled back, "I don't know what that means!" Because I had no idea. No one had ever explained that to me. I didn't think to look it up because it felt like a term that I would never need to acknowledge. So that's my problem with DPS.
Unfortunately, it's a very popular term.
It is a very popular term now. It just wasn't. People would just say damage per second. So, next time on Dutch Nickel, we'll make it through here and go head to Helheim.